you know, you get in Waterstones, you get the little square tables and it will have like crime fiction and it will just be like little picked out books that they put on display. I was at one of those and I looked up, there was someone opposite me, and I thought, my immediate thought was, oh my God, that is Jonathan Pryce. I was like, it is him. But I don't trust my facial recognition that much. So I was like, I didn't say anything, but I wish I had have. I wish I had been like, oh my God, you look like Jonathan Pryce. Anyway, I then, because I was so like, I think it is him, I sort of stalked him around Waterstones to the fact where he went, so our Waterstones has a little Costa coffee in it, and he went to order something from there. And I was at the section that was closest to the Costa coffee, trying to listen to him order, because I was like, I recognise his voice if he speaks, and then that will confirm it. And he was talking so quietly that I was trying to get close enough to listen. And then at one point he looked at me and I was like, doo 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 doo. And then he sat down with his coffee in the corner and I was like, well, now I can't get near you. So I eventually just had to buy some things and leave. But I wish I had talked to him. But then I further stalked him to see if there was any reason why he would have been in Bristol. And it turns out that, this might be a bit spurious, but he worked with, I saw two bits of information. I saw that he is a good supporter of young actors, and then I saw that one of the actors that we saw in Talented Mr. Ripley on Monday was someone who first worked with Jonathan Pryce. And I was like, it's not beyond reasonable doubt that he could have come to Bristol to support a young actor in his first debut play. I think that's possible. So I think it might have actually been Jonathan Pryce. Or it was just a random man who happens to look a bit like Jonathan Pryce. I should look up how tall he is and then I could... But the thing is, it's too late now, because even if it was him, he's never going to go back to that Waterstones at the same time. I won't catch him again. I wish I had have talked to him, because Jonathan Pryce is so lush. Like, I've watched him in things since I was, like, for as long as I can remember. One of the first films I ever remember watching is Baron Munchausen, and he's in that, and that's where I know him from, and that came out in 88. So I've known him as a person. We've been best friends all this time. No, I've known him to be in the telly box for as long as I remember. And yeah. So it would have been nice to say hello to him. And then I got really upset because I started thinking, like, what if... Because I was like, maybe he doesn't like people approaching him anymore. Maybe he would have hated it. And then I started thinking, or what if he's upset because people don't come and recognise him anymore now he's older? And then I was like, what if I've just really upset Jonathan Pryce? And then I Googled him and I was like, is Jonathan Pryce nice to meet? And apparently he's one of like the most lovely people, and he loves when people recognise him. And he even described himself as like a praise whore. So if I had have gone over and been like, you're great, I love you, I loved you in Wolf Hall, like you're so wonderful, he would have loved it if it was Jonathan Pryce. But yeah, it might not have been. But, you know, that's a claim to fame. I might have been within a metre of Jonathan Pryce. I just wish I trusted my gut instinct. Because you know what? If I had have like, if I had have, I've got too much of a filter. That's my problem. Like, if I had have immediately said what I was thinking when I first looked up and wanted to say, you look like Jonathan Pryce, then maybe either he would have been like, I get that all the time. Or he would have been like, that's me, bitch, I am Jonathan Pryce. And then I would have been like, what? And then that would have been really nice.